Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. I also love unboxings and you guys do too. I just received my Ipsy Icon Box for the month of May. I'm gonna pop deets right here, but basically the premise is you're gonna get 8 full-size products, makeup, beauty, skincare, etc. And if you do opt to get a BoxyCharm box every 3rd month in lieu of BoxyCharm, we get our Icon Box. I did also receive my PR Icon Box. I will pop that up here for you guys. And I do also have a full playlist of BoxyCharm, Ipsy, things like that. So I'm extremely excited to dive in. It's generally packed pretty well. There's some foam in here, and we also get an informative pamphlet. And the curators for May 2025 are Erin and Sarah Foster. Full transparency, don't have a clue who they are. They're beautiful though, and hopefully this box is just as good as my PR box, so I'm gonna go ahead and say they picked some really, really stellar products. But this gives you an idea of why they chose the products that they chose. It can give us an idea of what we could have gotten, things like that. Deets, how to use, pricing, everything. All right, first thing, I'm just gonna go in. We have a repeat from my PR box. This is the JOUER Fermented Superfood Scalp Care. And it is a leave-in soothing scalp serum. I never did read up on this, but I do need to read up on it because if this doesn't have like tea tree or anything like that in it, then I will most likely use it. I do like scalp serums and it sounds lovely. It feels super heavy, well made, very luxe. So that's our first product. Next up, we have the Lila Lou Eau de Parfum by Rosie Jane. And let me see what the notes are. Pear, jasmine, and fresh cut grass. Feels like your favorite jeans and white tea. And that's basically it. But it does say no parabens or anything like that. So that is what that looks like. I guess I'll smell it even though I just took a shower and I sprayed perfume. So I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to be smelling too many smells. And I do have quite a sensitive little sniffer. I like the packaging and everything. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna spray it onto some paper, you guys. Obviously, you know, how it kind of goes onto a piece of paper is gonna be different from how it sets on the body. Oh. Oh, I like that. What was that again? Oh my gosh. Pear, jasmine. I'm mostly getting the jasmine. And then it kind of has like more of like a creamy pear and the grass. I'm not really getting a whole lot of that. I'm just getting a little bit of like herbaceousness, which I mean obviously would be from the grass. Ooh, I didn't think I would like that, and I do. Also, if you've tried any of these products, definitely comment and let us know. Next up is the Rhodial Lip Oil with natural oils. I don't believe there's like a shade or anything like that, so I'm gonna assume it's just a really beautiful kind of like sheer one. I'll also show you what that looks like. Ooh, pretty. I'm kind of getting Lawless vibes here. All right. Next up is the all of the above weightless eyeshadow stick from Rare Beauty in the shade Integrity. And it's so funny because 15-ish years ago, even longer than that too, I used to swear by the NOMAD Cosmetics, the eyeshadow sticks. She had this beautiful, they discontinued it years ago. They had this beautiful kind of varnished, greeny, bronzy shade of one. And because I have like little specks of like amber and stuff in my eyes, you guys, it was the most beautiful eyeshadow stick I've ever used, like ever. To this day, I've never found anything as beautiful as that. But I don't really use them anymore, and that was kind of like, but I don't really use them all that often now. That is what it looks like. And not that there's anything wrong with them, I'm just more of a, if I want something super quick and easy, which is kind of the premise here, and they're kind of budge proof, I go in and do my little signature look like I have today. I go in with my pinky and do a shimmer, I go in with my finger and do a shimmer here, and do a shimmer here. Like, call it a wrap. It's just as fast, in my opinion. Nice to have, but not my favorite. Not something I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. Next up is the Elemis Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream, Eye Cream. I feel like an eye cream is kind of a staple. Like, how many do we need, Ipsy? Okay. Next up is First Aid Beauty or Fab Beauty. This is the 0.3% retinol complex serum with peptides for designed for sensitive skin. That sounds amazing. I am well versed in First Aid Beauty. I have been using their products for many, many years. This feels so nice and so well made. All right. So not a whole lot of makeup. I mean, lip oil, technically, I guess you could call it a makeup product, but really only these two. And then next up is the Polite Society Big Mouth Instant and Long-Term Lip Plumping Oil Gloss. And it says supercharged with blueberry oil, infinity pepper, and ginger root oil. If you know, you know, y'all. Come closer. Come closer, y'all. Look closer. Come close. I love lip plumpers. I love them. I'm excited about this. I'm actually going to test this out right now, you guys, because, well, let me open the last thing and show you what that is, but I'm excited to try this. I love lip plumpers. And then last but not least is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder in Light Medium 2. And it's kind of funny too because I watched my girl Carla. I'm gonna pop her link and everything for you guys. She's so close to 500 subscribers, you guys. Please go check her out. But I watched her unboxing, obviously, before right now. And I was like, hey, if you sell that, because she was like, this is too dark for me. I was like, if you sell that, let me know. And then I have it in my box. And I don't know if her shade was also light medium 2 or not. And I don't have a whole lot of experience with Patrick Ta other than the blushes, but I love the blushes. If I could get this out of here, that would be fantastic. That is a big compact, very, very pretty. Of course, it's going to get messed up. Let me see what the shade looks like. Oh, that looks perfect. And I generally, which I do have makeup on today, so I match. Spring and summer months, you guys, my face is 8,000 shades lighter than the rest of my body because I use SPF 50 on my face and only 15 or 30 on my body. I think I'm gonna love this. I do just want to kind of see what the texture feels like. Quite slippy and balmy. Not super, super opaque, which I'm actually okay with. The powder, wow, that feels beautiful. Very, very thin, very, very smooth. Feels very silk-like, and I feel like I'm definitely seeing, like, not shimmer, but there's kind of a lit from within quality to it, if you will. Oh, I think I'm gonna love this. If you've tested this, please let me know. I'm thrilled. Not gonna give it a 5 out of 5, just because I would like to have seen a little bit more makeup, and even though I did already receive the Natasha Denona in my PR thing, which I gifted to somebody, it was part of a giveaway, so congratulations, Emily. But I would have liked to seen the palette in everybody's box. I feel like that's one of the kind of biggest complaints is that we get an overabundance of skincare, and we used to, with Boxy, Ipsy, stuff like that, we would get a palette every month. I kind of wish they would go back to that. So breaking it down again, we have our foundation. So excited about that. The Polite Society, I'm going to test real quick with you guys. The Rhodiol Lip Oil, the All of the Above Weightless Eyeshadow Stick from Rare Beauty. We had our First Aid Beauty 0.3% Retinol Complex Serum. I think they're trying to tell me something, y'all. The Elemis Eye Cream, they're definitely trying to tell me something. Then we had the Lila Lou Eau de Parfum by Rosie Jane, and then our Joy Soothing Scalp Serum. I do also want to note too, if you're ever like confused as far as Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette, the Eau de Toilette's going to have a little bit more alcohol, a little bit more fillers, and it's not going to have as much of a long-lasting power as what Eau de Parfum does. Eau de Parfum's going to have a little bit more kind of natural oils, essential oils, things like that, so they're a little bit stronger and last a little bit longer on the skin. I want to try this out. Holy freaking crap, that is ginormous. That's one of the biggest like lip products I've ever seen. And I don't know if it has a flavor. It just says Big Mouth. I'm assuming, I don't think there's an actual shade or flavor to it, y'all. And if there is, I'm really sorry. But they are free of parabens, cruelty-free, no mineral oils, things like that. And I don't know if you guys can actually tell, but this is more of like a teardrop. I think you guys can see that, kind of a teardrop shape. I do have a lipstick on, so hopefully it doesn't disrupt that. I'm gonna, oh, I like the doe foot applicator. You guys know I like a gigantic doe foot applicator. It has that traditional kind of peppery smell. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, that's milk. Ooh, that is really milky, y'all. I don't want that much on my lips. Okay, so based on that, I feel like less is probably more there. So let me actually scrape that a little bit. Okay, a lot comes on. All right, that is definitely more thick. Let me see. An oil gloss. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Definitely more thick than a traditional oil is, but still pretty slippy. I like the amount of glow, and I'm already feeling it. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this. Okay, I'm gonna give that a second, and then we're gonna look through here and see if we can find a little bit of deets on anything. And again, let me know if you guys, let me know if you guys have tested any of these products, and are we box twins? I would like to know. I feel like I might have to go rewatch Carla's video, because we might be box twins, or very, very close to it. I know she got a Kosas blush though. Look, y'all, my hair, look, the back of my hair is none of my business. We could have gotten the Vacation Chardonnay oil. We could have gotten the Ole Henriksen Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner, which I did get in my PR one. But the perfume, let's see. By Rosie Jane, the Lila Lou Eau de Parfum is $80 freaking. So this by itself, you guys, pays for the entirety of our entire box. That's pretty damn good. Okay, y'all. Let me see. Alright, so we could have gotten the Natasha Denona Bronze Eyeshadow Palette, which I did receive again in my PR, and I did do a giveaway with that. That was $69. I also received in my PR the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Lip Serum. That is $24. Let me get back to what we actually got, though. Oh, baby, I'm feeling that. Ooh! That looks great. Ooh! I like the level of shine. Not sticky at all. Definitely feeling it. And definitely seeing a difference. If you've tried the Too Faced one, which I love Too Faced lip products, and it kind of makes sense because, he used to work for Too Faced, but it's as intense as that. I don't feel like it's more intense than that, but I'll kind of just see how it, but I'll kind of see, does it intensify as we go, or does it kind of calm down some? All right, next up was the Rodeo, the Plumping Collagen Lip Oil. So yeah, I'm kind of getting like Lawless, Forget the Filler vibes with that. It's $38. It says collagen and botanical oils hydrate, smooth, and enhance lips with a sheer pink glow. That's what I figured. See what else did I actually get? All right, we could have gotten some aloe skincare. Our Patrick Ta duo is $52. The Joey Soothing Scalp Serum is $48. We could have gotten the Rudist Bio Brew Fermented Leave-In Hair Repair. The Rare Beauty All of the Above Weightless Eyeshadow Stick is $22. The Plump 'em Up No Needles Required, the Polite Society Big Mouth Plumping Lip Oil Gloss is $27. Gives volume in a swipe. I agree. Like, I might have to do like a side by side. Still definitely feeling it, and I feel like my upper lip specifically, I can visually, like my mirror's right here, I can visually see it plumping, and I love products like this. I like the size and shape of my lips. Mine are just a little bit uneven, so I try to line to even out my lips, and then I just like how these feel and look. That's all, y'all. We could have also gotten some dewy masks, depuffing masks. We'd also got the Gentle, Effective, and Totally Beginner Friendly, the First Aid Beauty 0.3% Retinol Complex Serum. Is $48. I think that's the price of everything. I don't see the Elemis, unless I just, oh yeah, I do. The Elemis Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream is $50. So I feel like we got a freaking banger of a box, you guys. Like I said, I'm not gonna give it 5 stars or 5 yellow hearts. I'll give it like 4.5, because overall I like everything that I've gotten. I like that there's a good mix of skin, a little bit of makeup thrown in there. I just would like to see a palette in every box, Ipsy. Not that you know that not that you're ever gonna see this, but we want palettes in every box. At least I do. That is it. I love this. I'm actually gonna put this right here beside me because I'm gonna start using that daily. That is divine. I love that. That feels incredibly lightweight. Ooh, yeah, if you don't like the burny ones and you're more of like you want subtle or you like the minty ones, this is not for you, baby. Okay. I love it. I think my girl Clara would like it too. That is it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for coming into my space. Thank you for allowing me into your space. It means so much to me, you guys. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you to my beautiful channel members. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.